It's a little bit windy, so I don't know whether you'll hear me, but it's just a little bit of a last minute live hack for you, just because it's very beautiful today. I'm on Auntie Wren, and because Neeka News was up at the yard having her toes done today, and she's not been out for a little while because Jodie's off doing her lambing, I thought I'd get her out for a little leg stretch with her auntie. But just before we left, Jodie did just pop in with one of her little baby lammies. So I don't know whether I can stay live until I get back to the yard. We'll just see how it goes with the ride and lead. But if she's still there, then you'll get to see her. And the tiny little lamb that was born last night, that some of you will have seen on the videos that she posts. But we're so lucky, it's such beautiful weather. And look, we've Neeka News, we've got Inika with us, Inika and Nemo. So there we go, your namesake, eh? Neeka Noodles. And I know some of you might have been on the live that we've got running on the yard at the moment, which is on the yard. Katie, I know you were on there, so thank you for joining us here. Oh, it's a gorgeous day. So this is actually my second trip out today. I took Anya and Nero for a ride and lead, and I will share that with you all later. He was a good boy. But yeah, we had Chris on the yard. Are you going to hang back, Neeka? Can you come up and join me up here? You want to stay at my knee rather than going up by Wren's head. That's fine. You beautiful girl. So yeah, we had Chris here this morning doing her toes. Hi, Jamie. Oh, Neeka Noodles has stopped for a second. Hold on, let me just readjust. Noodles, darling, come on. That's it, come up. Good girl. Good girl. Sorry, it is quite windy. It's turned quite windy. Which, talking of wind, many of you know that Frey and Anne have done their cat bells challenge today, and they conquered it, and they're actually on their way back over to the farm. So huge congrats to them. And I believe the last time I looked, they'd managed to raise an incredible £1,700. And I've seen a couple of the pictures and a couple of little videos, and it looked absolutely beautiful up there. So thank you to anybody who's contributed to their wonderful effort. And if you can hear me above the wind, it's also a special day because one of our guardian angels, Tara Cone, it's her birthday today. So I hope if she gets to watch this later that she's had an amazing birthday. Oh, Ren, what are you having a look at? So yes, I've left Susan and Lisa and Jodie back at the yard. As I say, Jodie's just popped in just to have a quick catch up. All her sheep are being very well behaved, I believe, and pretty much lambing themselves with a little bit of help from her and Phil, her partner. You can hear. Excellent, Katie. Noodles, I have to keep turning the camera around to show you because you'd rather walk behind. Should we not? Should we come up front? Sorry, let me just readjust. It's always a little tricky when I'm doing ride and lead. just because I have an extra rope in my hands. There we go. You get a nice close-up of Neeka Noodle's head. Neeka Noodles, who needs a little bit of a beard trim. But we might do that. We might save hers for our first Friesian Friendship Day, which is this Saturday. Not this Saturday, the following Saturday, 10th of May. Hi, Jamie. Did I say Jamie already? I did, Jamie. Sorry, I've already said hello. It's because I just quickly glanced at the screen. Hi, young fighter. Hi to anybody else who's joining, who I don't see your name. Oh, Noodles is stopping again. Neeka Noodles, what have you seen? Sorry, let me just readjust again. Ren, you might have to go back, darling. Noodles, come on, sweetheart. Good girl. Good girl. Neeka, it's one of the things she does every now and again. If she's unsure, she just likes to stop and plant herself. And usually, because I would usually have another hand, I'd just swirl the rope just behind her withers, not making contact, but just swirl it, and it encourages her forward. Good gal. Hi, Paul. We've got the Ren pen. Your second outing this week, isn't it, Ren? Because we did the live hack on Wednesday with her. And we'll try and do many more over the spring and summer. But we are being blessed with really incredible weather right now. And we have been, to be honest, this year. It's been one of the driest beginnings to a year that I can remember. Ren is stunning. Very, very special girl, aren't you, Ren? She's been enjoying free reining up on the yard for the last couple of days. She stayed up after the hack on Wednesday. But she was standing at the barriers earlier as I went out with Nero and Annie. So after this, she's going to head back down to the field with the girls this evening. Noodles, you don't want to go past my knee. Unlike Nero, when I take him out with Annie, and he always wants to be going past Annie's head, and then Annie gets cross with him. Look at that little nose. Little Neeka Noodles nose. Okay. So we'll not go out for long. We'll just go down to the race course, because I do want to get back and have a bit more of a catch up with Jodie and see Frey and Anne when they get back from Keswick. Are you stopping again, darling? Let's sort that out. Did you hear something behind you? Hey? There we go. I think so too, Jamie. I think we deserved a good spring and summer. Hello, Mr. Zenadin. And if it's the first time that you've viewed our channel, welcome. We're here for anybody who loves animals. And we just share our day-to-day life with the horses at the sanctuary. You're from India. Well, welcome all the way from India. We have people who join us from all around the world for all different reasons. And if you do like what you see and you want to see a bit more of the horses' day-to-day lives, then do hit that subscribe button. And I think you should get a notification, although I've had a few people saying recently, and in fact, Katie, I think you were one of them, Okay. That you're not getting the notifications, so. But anybody who's trying to do spam messages or say, oh, that was exciting, wasn't it? Or, you know, get involved and comment with the wrong things that we're not about, then you're best to head off to another channel, because we're all just about escaping from the unpleasant things that go on in the world and just enjoying the company of these horses. It's happening a lot. I don't understand why people aren't getting the notifications, and it's either something to do with the algorithms or a setting that I've got wrong. So it's acquire me. What are you doing, Neeka? You're not going to go on that side. You want to go the other side. No, come on that side. There we go. Oh, she says it's a very scary road sign, Mum. I'm going to be terrified of that today. It's that road sign because it's upside down in the hedge. So Neeka's trying to go round the other side because she says, Mummy, it's frightening. There we go. There we go. So yeah, it'll just take me time to work out, looking through all the algorithms and looking through all the settings, but I haven't changed anything. But yeah, leave it with me, unless anybody knows exactly why you might not be getting notified. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. So I think a lot of the time you actually have to just go onto the channel to see the latest videos that we've posted, because we do tend to post something most days. If anybody does want to contact me about anything specific, then it's best to contact through the website rather than asking for something specific on here. Feel free to ask questions about the horses and what's going on with the team and any of them. Isn't that the best sound? Nice little gentle clip-clop down the lanes. This is the best time of year. Spring, where they're all getting their summer coats. Everything's that fresh green colour. Beautiful flowers coming out everywhere. Hi Lorna, good to see you on here. Oh Noodles, what are you looking at now, my darling? Eh? What are you looking at? Katie, you're right about the dapples. I have to say, there's more dapples on the horses this year than ever before, and I am seriously impressed with the Thunderbrooks feed. Definitely changing them to a more natural diet with only natural sugars, nothing processed, nothing produced with chemicals. They're really doing well on it. You're right, Jamie, there are a few slots left for the friendship days. As I say, the first one is on the 10th, and it's just really a day. Oh, hold on, Neeka's decided to go on the other side of me. That's not helpful, sweetheart, is it? That's not helpful. Do you want me to swap you the other side? Let me just change my hands. Hold on, the screen's going to go black for a minute. Sorry, apologies for the black screen. Neeka just decided she wanted to drive on the left. There we go. Neeka's driving on the left now. Which a lot of you, sorry, I'll come back to the comments. A lot of you say, why don't you have the horses on your left when you're doing ride and lead? But, you know, we can do both sides, but generally we put them on the right. Just got yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. I'll just wait. Just got a cyclist behind. I will come back to you. No, you're all right. Thank you. Just got a van behind as well. Oh, you're going back on that side. Okay. Okay, you go back on that side. Just bear with me a second. Be slightly dodgy filming for a minute. We'll just tuck in here while this van goes past. There we go. That's not helpful, Renske. There we go. Sorry for the very dodgy filming, so sorry if that's made anyone feel queasy. There we go. There we go. We're back. Right, let me go back to the friendship days. It is a great opportunity to hang out at the farm. You know, there's no big, you know, loudspeaker or music or any big things planned with the horses. We really just want people to come along and entertain the horses for the day. Come and cuddle them, scratch them. If you want to groom one, you can. We'll be doing a little bit of trimming, probably Neeka's beard, or somebody's. So it's just really coming and being part of our day-to-day care with the horses and just enjoying their company, having a chat to our fabulous volunteers, many of which are going to be joining us for the day. Marianne, I'm really sorry, but I can't translate your comment, but thank you ever so much for joining us. And I love the fact there's little love hearts and emojis at the end, but I'm afraid I'm rubbish at other languages, so I can't translate what you've said, but thank you for joining. Hi, Diane. Lorna, you're on the edge of the New Forest, but I have to say you have some beautiful countryside. We do. And the New Forest, I remember going to the New Forest when I was at school, and I remember the New Forest ponies coming to visit our tents, and it was amazing. It was wonderful. Katie, you are talented, Tracy. Well, I don't know about that. You're riding with two horses and holding the camera. Talented. So it's an English, an English feed company. Sorry, that was a separate thing. Well, I suppose because I know these horses inside out and back to front, I tend to be very relaxed with them. You know, I know what they're going to do most of the time. Yeah. And it's just trusting them. So, you know, even if I ended up dropping Neeka's rope, I know that she wouldn't go far. So I'd just have to hop off and pick her up again. But, you know, I have, so I've got the reins here. So Renske's reins, and then I've got the rest of the rope in that hand. And she's just quite happily following along beside her, but just every now and again she likes to go over on the left, especially if there's something that's she thinks is a bit scary, but that's just her nature. There's always going to be things that she finds terrifying, but not terrifying in a way that she'll shoot off or run away. Yes, so going back to the feed, Thunderbrooks, I'm pretty sure it's a British-based company. I'd have to double check. I think it's handheld. I think the GoPro doesn't work as well. I filmed with the GoPro earlier for Nero and Annie's hack out, because I do prefer to have both my hands available when I'm out with Nero, ride and lead. So I filmed that with the GoPro, and as I say, I'll share that with you later. And I have live streamed. Noodles, come up, darling. Thank you. I have live streamed through the GoPro before, but the last time I tried to do it, I just couldn't get the connection right. And so I gave up and went back to the phone, which was so much easier. And even if I'm live streaming through the GoPro, for me to be able to see your comments and have a chat with you, I still have to have my phone in my hand, so I might as well just do it from my phone. It's just a shame because I have to be on portrait rather than landscape, so you don't get to see quite so much of the beautiful scenery. Hi Monique, hi Stephen. Hello Susan, lovely to see you on here. Neeka's feet are doing so much better, and when Chris shod her today, certainly the white line disease was you know, it's her white line still doesn't look great, but it's definitely looking much better than it did at the start of the winter when she had to come in. I'm just going to pull over here because I've got a car behind. Bear with me. Come over here, girlies. There we go. There we go. You can look at the other girls out in the field. Thank you. So out there we got Micah, who's in her fly sheet early this year just because she does get particularly itchy, a bit like Annie. Will she always have the white line disease? Well, ideally it'll slowly grow out, but she's prone to it, and you know, she's had it on and off for quite a few years. You know, she's not got the best of feet, but you know, the more that we're doing to try and improve the surfaces that they're on, you know, it's like with the boys' turnout, you know, they don't have to stand in the wet and the mud now over the winter, and their feet have really hardened up. And we're obviously, as many of you know, we're working on sorting out something for the girls' turnout, their winter turnout. And I know there's a lot I need to update you on, but I'm just trying to finalise some plans for down there before I give you an update. But you know, they'll have a similar turnout area. Are you flagging now? To the boys, on a similar surface, so hopefully when they're eating, they're not going to be stood in mud, because what happens is the feet get very soft, and then you get little grains of dirt that travel up through the hoof wall where the white line is, and that can end up causing a problem and causing what's called the white line disease when that gets aggravated. Darling, you're not going back to the field now. Hold on, let me just readjust. Hold on. Noodles, come up, darling. Come on. Sorry, we've just got another car coming, so I just need to move them over. Sorry to make you feel seasick. We'll just move over to the side of the road, let them past. Come on, let's just go up a little bit further, Ren. There we go. Ren, come over, darling. That's it, good girl. Thank you. Well, we've got two. We've got another one coming. Bear with us. Ren. We'll go up here. We'll go up here a little bit. Just someone's being a little nervous about going past. Ren. There we go. Thank you. Sometimes it's really lovely that drivers are so considerate, it really is, but sometimes you just need them to drive past rather than go really, really slow. So yeah, I just needed to wave them past. Monique, what's that, Monique? Sorry, I've missed some comments. I think, Monique, you've caught up on what the lady was saying earlier, so thank you very much. I think you've translated, but I just can't see your translation. Sorry, Monique, but thank you for doing that. Noodles, you still want to hover behind. Okay, we'll just go in line. Sorry, oh, hold on. Renske, that was very rude. Oh, Monique said goodbye to her. Okay, thank you, Katie. Look how pretty all the flowers are. All the hawthorn blossom out as well. She would have been happy to be part of that hack because she, it seems, is not healthy enough and needs to stay at home. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And I know that there's a number of you who join along who, you know, you might have been riding years ago and for whatever reason you can't do it yourselves now, or you're stuck inside. And I love the fact if I can give you that feeling of being out and about with these guys, I know how special that is. And sometimes it's not till I watch one of the videos back that I appreciate quite how special it is. Paul, I get really nervous when driving past horses, have to go slow. Absolutely. Well, I'm so glad you do. I wouldn't expect anything different from you, Paul. And you know, every different horse rider will be different, and some people are more confident riders, others are a little bit more nervous, so they might actually, through their own nerves, make their horse quite nervous. So it's always best to be slow. And those people just now, they were really lovely, but they were like hovering right back, which is why, you know, if I can let them know that they can come past a bit faster, then at least they know. That's where it's important for riders to actually communicate with drivers as well. Oh, look, there's Hoytsy on his garden path. Hello, Hoytsy. What have you done with Jubbers? I think he's feeling really content. And he knows what all of you have done to give him the best footing that he could possibly ask for in his garden. There's the boys. That's Uber in his fly sheet, having a shout because he can see girls. And then there's Iceman down there to the left of the tree. Hoyts is back up the hill. You not coming to say hello, Hoyts? No. The house is all ready. Tamara's got the house ready because we've got people checking in today. I think so too, Jamie. Hoytsy does seem years younger. He just seems really content. I know, it's lovely to see him having a little run down for breakfast. Oh, look, here's Fran and Jason. You don't get to see them much on videos. They work their little socks off, mucking out the stables, poo picking, and now levelling out this car park area. Sorry, I never give you any warning, do I? And Jason has been driving Arthur today, which was so much easier for him to drive Arthur with the trailer rather than do wheelbarrows full of these stones. Did you enjoy him? Yeah. Yeah. He's really cool. And he knows to treat him with good care. I'm going to be cheeky. Would you mind letting me through? Thank you very much. Thank you. Everyone says hello. Am I being taskmaster? No, I don't. I'm not very good at delegating. I leave that sort of thing to Tamara. Look, we've got Lisa, and look, we've got Jodie. Is baby back in the car? No. Oh, look, baby's there. Oh, look. Oh, she's going to sleep. So this is one of Jodie's babies that you may have seen on some of her videos. So this little one was only born last night. Katie says hi, Jodie. And then we got Susan over there with Spesh. Vince is over at the back there painting the friendship barn a very bright, fresh, beautiful colour. Katie, she is tiny, isn't she? Hi, Diane. She is a beauty. You see, I'm going to have to hop off now and do a close-up. Right, Noodles, you have a rope there for a minute. You're not going to go far, are you? Oh, let me hop down. Hopefully this doesn't cut off, because we do cut off sometimes near the barn. I'm just going to take Ren's bridle off first. Lisa, you need to come closer, because if I go too close to the barn, it cuts off. Oh, look. Oh, she's very gorgeous. So she's one of triplets that Jodie's just giving her an extra chance because she was the weakest of the three. So she gets to live in the house with Jodie and Phil, get bottle fed, and get to come for little days out. This is her first little day out. She is fast asleep. Oh, you see, does this remind you of when you had your babies? Look at you rocking her like a little baby. Jodie does have a channel.
Yes.
Yep, so I'm not quite sure how many videos she's posted on there yet. I'm just going to take Ren's saddle off. But yeah, if you want to see some of her lambing videos, do head over to her channel, because she's brilliant at explaining exactly what she's doing and why. Oh, Ren. Oh, Ren, she says, I'm going back into sleep mode now. You see, she does this. She brightens up. Look, it's a baby. Do you want to be Auntie Ren to a lammy? Oh, Ren. Oh. We got preggers again, did you, Ren? Oh. It would have been, because, yeah, we needed to clone you, didn't we, Ren? Sorry, I'm just holding the phone and doing the stirrups up and getting her saddle off. There, you can just watch her face for now. You're dying here. Oh. There we go, Ren. There we go. We take your saddle off. You beautiful girl. Isn't she beautiful? Ren is the most loving. That's why she's called Auntie Ren, because she's so gentle with all of them. Although Neeka News was very gentle with her, wasn't she?